Hi everyone and welcome to the result of July 2021 goal of the month. As well, in this video I'm going to be discussing my hopes and aspirations for the 2021 to 2022 season. So without further ado, let's get going. As usual, we're starting with the result of goal of the month, and in 4th place you have gone for this.
The second prize is a large bucket of
good finish.
on ticket number 1.
So in that one, we're casting our minds back to the first game I went to this season at Rydell FC against Pickering Town. Obviously Pickering running out 6-0 winners that night. Nice move for that goal, really. Neat sort of finishing into the corner. I know the keeper never moved or anything, but all the same, a nice little back heel and sort of ball across and that in the build up to it. But only good enough for 4th place for this month. And in 3rd place, you have gone for this.
Oh, nice strike.
Again, scored by Pickering Town away at Rydell. That was, I believe, their 4th goal in that game. Nice little sort of cut inside and shot into the far corner. Really nice finish as well. There's there's another goal in that game that could have made the nominations, but I decided to leave it out. But all the same, a good goal, and that is what is 3rd place this month. And your runner-up for July 2021 is this.
Nice finish.
So the second game I went to this season, and a fairly routine win for seeing Red start in the West End pre-season tournament against Sunderland West End themselves. Nice, hit first time into the far corner, really sweet finish, but it was beaten, and your winner for goal of the month for July 2021.
Yeah! What a finish! Get in! What a finish that was!
Well, I'm going to be honest, I reckon the Heed fans have sort of hijacked the vote there, but all the same, it was a really, really good finish there by Kedwin Scott. Probably not an easy technique to do, hitting it first time and it going so sweetly into the corner. I think the goalkeeper thought it was just going to sail wide, to be honest with you, but excellent finish there by what has so far been a very good signing for us. So, your winners for goal of the month for July 2021 are Gateshead, and specifically Kedwin Scott. Now I'm sort of going to talk about what's coming sort of over the next few weeks and months throughout the course of this season. Obviously, I've got 2 more friendlies left, both of them on Saturday. Then after that, it is 3 friendlies. Sorry, I think so far. One of them's that sort of after I've started going to competitive matches, but yeah, competitive matches for me will be starting next Tuesday, which I'm obviously looking forward to. I think after a while you do get a bit bored of friendlies, as I said in the Kirby Moorside video last night. It's all like sort of what I wanted. Like this season could essentially be what I wanted last season to be. Obviously, much more lenient, now with the restrictions, etc. It's all sort of going to come. The games at Football League grounds, travelling further afield, and so on. So with that in mind, my first video at Football League ground will be on Tuesday night. Hartlepool against Crewe in the first round of the EFL Cup. Looking forward to that one. It should be a good night. And after that, on Saturday the 14th, I'm following Gateshead down to Leamington. That video will be not too dissimilar to the Truro one last year, in which I sort of film it over a 2-day spell. Obviously the game's on the Saturday, but I'm going to start the video on the Friday night, then obviously upload the overall end product on the Saturday night, because I am going down the night before, staying in a Premier Inn, which I found quite cheap, to be fair, then obviously going to the game on the Saturday, so it'll be an all weekend thing. Don't worry, I won't or put any evidence of me watching The Simpsons on the train again, but it will be nice, to start visiting some other regions on the channel. I know so far I've been very, very Yorkshire and North East centric. I'm not gonna lie, like sort of in midweek and all that, probably will be. That's probably what it will be, and obviously I'll be going to all the Gateshead home games. But other than that, I will be starting to travel further afield. The first weekend in September, I am heading to Scotland. As it stands on that Saturday, it will be Bonnyrigg Rose Athletic against Berwick Rangers. I'm hoping that evening I can go to the Scotland against Moldova game. Just have to find out if I can get a ticket or not and what the capacity is, etc. I mean, that Bonnyrigg game's not even a guarantee anyway, because there's a chance they could be in the SPFL Trust Trophy. We'll just have to wait and see. I mean, but regardless, I will be heading into Scotland. I absolutely love the place. It's been far too long since I last went, so I think now it is time that I brought all that to an end. As the season goes on, obviously I'll be going to as many Gateshead games as I can. I mean, I won't be going to Chester because I've got work that morning. There's no way I can get over there in time, and I'll be missing the Southport one as well, because obviously it's that weekend when I'm in Scotland. Plus earlier that week I'm on holiday, and the night before it is Newcastle Thunder against York City Knights in the rugby, which is one I really want to see. So it's just a lot. It's just way too much travelling. It's sort of going back on myself really, because obviously I'm holidaying over that side of the country anyway beforehand. But I'll be going to Kidderminster. I'll be going to Bradford Park Avenue and Curzon Ashton in October, as well as sort of all the FA Cup ties. Like, just have to wait on the draw for them and see where we end up. As well, so I'll be going to all the home games and as many of the away games as I possibly can. As well as this, I'm hoping to get up to Motherwell before too long. I've got their game against Dundee United in December penciled in, so fingers crossed that can get the all clear to go ahead. As far as potentially going into Europe and that is concerned, as I've said many times, it just depends on travel between here and Europe. I'd love to get to the San Siro this season. I've had a check of AC and Inter Milan's fixtures, and there's one or two sort of days that could be a possibility. As well, I wouldn't mind maybe going to Germany, doing a couple of games out there if we can find some cheap flights and an appropriate date and time for it. The end of the season, obviously I'll probably be finishing the first couple of weeks of June, I'd imagine. I'm going to look to head somewhere where the football is played over the summer, so maybe somewhere like Sweden, Latvia, Ireland, somewhere in Europe. So I won't be heading out to the US or anything like that. Just something where I can get a cheap enough flight and stuff like that. I'll have a look into it. When all those fixtures come out and all and see if I can get a decent flight, decent hotels, etc. So there's a lot to look forward to. I'll be covering a lot of levels of English football this year. I'll be no doubt I'll end up at some Premier League games, some Championship games. Hopefully, maybe one or two, Champions League or Europa League or Europa Conference League games even. Quite a few games in Scotland. Maybe heading to Wales once, twice. All the various cups as well. So there's lots to look forward to. I'm determined to make this season a really good one, because we've had all this restrictions and that imposed on us for too long, and I think now we just what the hell have we got to lose? It's the way I see it. May as well just go for it, because as it proved, obviously in February 2020, I was living my life normally, minding my own business, you know, going to, you know, football here, there, and everywhere, and at all sorts of levels, and all of a sudden that was just gone a month later. It just shows, you know, you've got to take opportunities now when they come on you, because you never know what's going to happen next. But anyway, that is that for this video. I will be back on Saturday with a double header for you. The first game is at midday, and it is North Shields Community Christians against Mosaic FC, who are coming up from Coventry to play that game. And at 3 o'clock, it is a pretty big one, really. It is South Shields against Gateshead, so really looking forward to that one. That should be two good games there. So until then, take care, and I will see you later.